I cannot believe that my internet just went out. So we were in the middle, well, starting the ranks and compensation video, and I was just saying how the first time I did my video, we lost internet. But the electricians are downstairs and they accidentally turned all the power off in the whole house and they just turned it back on. And I just went down there and said, do not do that. I'm like working from home, right? Looks like I'm just sitting up here doing nothing, but I'm working. So we are going to do this again. I'm sorry that you have to hear some of this stuff over again, but this is like the bread and butter besides LRP of your business. You need to know how you make money with doTERRA. You need to know the ranks, how to move up, and all that good stuff. I'm going to repeat some of the stuff that I had just said, but I'll try to go faster because I want the people that are listening to the recording to have this, okay? So let me just do a quick check in the Facebook group just to make sure this new one is up and rolling. Yes, so we had 37 people on the other one, so hopefully, yep, we're back, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go over some of the stuff that I just said. Again, if you are brand new and you're listening, you need to have your paper and pen out because I am not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for you guys to write it out. You will learn better when you draw it out, right? Because I'm gonna have you literally draw out the business plan. We are going to talk about the ranks in doTERRA, what it looks like, how much you're going to earn on the average time it takes somebody to get there, the belief levels, how to earn. I'm going to answer all of your questions, right? This is going to be a really, really good, juicy video, right? And I have a couple of other ones out there on the internet, but this is like an updated one. And also, we've had so many new people join, thousands. We have over almost 6,000 people in our team from 15 different countries. And I just thought it was time to do an updated video and to share kind of like how I structure my business, how what's working, what's not working, all that good stuff. But I will say I am not an expert at strategy. Actually, strategy is one of my least favorite things. Well, I like doing it, but it's not something that like some people, they just like strategies, they're real, like their favorite thing. My favorite thing is talking about the oils and getting people started and all that. But you 100% need to know structure because you need to know how to build your business, because you can bring all the people into doTERRA, but if you don't know how to place them, you are not going to be earning as much as you should be, right? You're leaving money on the table. And the way I think is if I'm doing this business, I am taking time away from my family to do this. And I don't want to just trade time for money. I want to create a legacy. I want to build something huge, and I want to do it the right way. So that's why it's important that we know the right way to build doTERRA. We need to know it, and also we need to be able to tell it to somebody else or to a new person, right? So that's why you're going to write it out, everything that I say today, and then you're going to practice on somebody. Most likely it's a new person who is joining your team. You're going to share this with them. Otherwise, it could be a spouse, it could be a child, it could just be just saying it out loud to yourself, but you need to know this information, right? It's really important. It's huge. It's how you change your hobby, from doing this as a hobby to doing this as a business, right? So let's get paid for doing something that we love. So let's do that. One thing, this is what I was saying before I got cut off the first time, is that I have talked a lot about in the beginning how I would work all these hours in my business, right? And I would do a lot of phone calls. And you're probably wondering, what the heck would I talk about on the phone all day? And it wasn't just building, or wasn't just getting people started on home essential kits all day, right? That is important. But in the beginning, I was very mind focused on building a business and growing it fast, right? So that I'll share a little bit what I did, but so my business and what I did is going to look different than your business. Every business is going to be different. In the beginning, yes, I was very embarrassed about, I'm like, oh, I wasn't doing the typical thing that a doTERRA person does. But what I realized is everyone's business looks different, right? Everybody, at all times, every single rank, every person that comes in, it's all unique to their own. And so like, I'm just going to own my story and share what I've been doing. And so my, again, it was business focused. So I was looking for people to do the business with me. right? So some people say lead with business, lead with product, whatever. I think you just need to do what feels good for you, right? And what does that person want? I'm never going to convince somebody to do the business that they don't want to, right? That's just a waste of everybody's time. But I was definitely thinking about multiplying the business versus adding. So customers add to your business and builders multiply, right? Because especially as we draw this out, you're going to see what happens. So I had my head down, focused on building, and I would have a 2-step process of getting somebody to join me in the business, right? It wasn't just like put a Facebook thing out there and everyone signs up, because that'd be way too easy. But especially at the beginning, this is what I was very, very, very disciplined to. And I still do these calls today. I did one over the weekend. I do these for myself, and I also do these for my team. If they want to bring me what we call a 3-way call, this is what it would look like. The first call would be a get to know you call, where we talk about the person. I am literally getting to know them. I'm getting to know their lifestyle, their goals, their dreams, their wants, their fears. We're figuring everything out about them, and we're seeing if not only is doTERRA good for them, but are they a good fit for our team, and if so, where? Because not everyone is going to be in the front line, right? So, and I'll go through all that with you guys, and we'll talk about it. But basically, we are interviewing them as much as they're interviewing us, right? So there's a place for everybody in doTERRA, but we need to figure out, based on their goals, where's the best spot. They might just want to like casually share, or somebody else might say, I'm leaving the workforce and this is it, so their placement is going to be a little bit different, right? So that's what we need to figure those kind of things out. So the first call, we're not selling products, we're not taking credit cards, we're not signing anyone up. It would be just a get to know you call, talking about that stuff I just talked about, right? The second call, so at the end of that call, they said, yes, I'm interested, let me learn more. What's the next step? I'll say the next step is we do a business strategy call or business plan call, right? And that would be essentially what I would talk to them about today, that we're going to go over today. So if they would know everything that I'm going to share today, actually, I'll probably go a little bit more detail today because you guys are already in the business and answer questions, but I would give them all the information. So then after that, after they get to know doTERRA, or maybe they've tried samples, or they've tried products, or they've talked to me, and then they know the details of the business and what it entails, then they can make their mind up if they want to do the business, right? Because it's, again, we're not tricking people, we're not convincing people, like that's gross, right? I do, like, as far as building a business, I want them to know if they're coming in with a business mindset, what the business entails, right? It's not always the case. Then with social media and the way it's grown, I have a lot of people that now have joined and become an advocate before they even know anything about anything. They're just like, I love it, I'm going to tell everyone I'm going to be an advocate. That is awesome. So what they could do is they could have this call after they join, or they can watch this video, or like I had my other videos they can watch, because the information's still good. They already made their mind up. They want it. I'm not going to say, stop, you need to go through the process. Their mind's already made up, right? And then they usually have to worry about where you're going to place them. Okay, so like I said before, I will be looking at your live comments, and then take some of them live as they pertain, and then I will go back and circle around and take some at the end. This will be a longer call, or video training, but I'm going to be kind of quick, right? Especially because I don't want to get cut off my internet again. I asked him, I said, do not do that again. But I want you to have all of the information, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do, again, this is all business talk, okay? I wouldn't be saying this conversation to someone who just wants to be using the products, right? So get your paper out, and I'm going to draw it too. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I would do, and I want you drawing it, okay? And again, this is exactly, if I was on the phone with somebody, I would say, because when I'm on the phone with someone, they can't see what I'm doing, right? I mean, I guess you can do FaceTime and all that, but I tell them to get their notebook out, and they're taking notes the entire time we're calling, or we're on the phone, right? And if they're not even going to take notes, they're not even serious about the business. So we really, we're probably not going to be a good match. But take your notes, and then I wouldn't show this to anybody. Like, so if you have someone that's going to join you, I wouldn't just show them your notes. you don't even let them see your notes, and you make them write their own notes, because that's how people are going to learn the best way. Okay, that's just what I've done. You might have something that works better for you. If you're already doing something that is awesome, stick to that. I'm just going to share what I've been doing. Okay, so got my fancy board here. I would say at the top, you draw a circle, okay, and you write your name in it. So I'll write my name. You guys can write your name, okay? This is obviously you, right? So this is, you've joined as an advocate. In the circle, write 150 LRP. Now, they don't know what LRP is, so at this point, I tell them about the loyalty reward program. I'll say, it is awesome. It's doTERRA's really awesome, fancy auto ship program. It is optional. They can cancel at any time. They can change it and edit it at any time. But basically, it's doTERRA's fancy way of getting the products in your hands like every single month, right? And then I will say 150. So that means you're going to be ordering 150 points, PV, product points, right? Every single month. The oil, $2 is the same. So if it's $10 in oil, it's 10 points. The supplements and the other products, they're not always dollar per point. But so on average, you're going to be about 150 points a month, right? To unlock all of the bonuses. The power of 3 bonuses, and I don't go into a ton of detail with them right away, because there's just a lot of information. Once they go through all the ranks and everything, that's just a lot. I have never built for power of 3. You definitely can. I feel like you should just go up in rank. You'll make more than power of 3, but there are some people that make a lot in power of 3. But I just tell them you're going to unlock the most bonuses when you're at 150 LRP, and your top 3 people are at 150 LRP, and that's duplicated down twice and then 3 times. Okay, sometimes I go, depending on the person and how much detail they want, I will go into that more. But just so you guys know, when you and your top 3 people have 600 points and 3 of them are on LRP with 100, then you get an extra $50. When it's duplicated down again, you get $250 and then like another $1,200, something like that. Then you'll do it. The easiest way to figure that out is if you and 3 people are at 150. That's why we say it that way. Just easy, easy, easy. I'm all about simple and duplication, okay? But I tell them, so you wrote 150 LRP here. The minimum you need to get paid in doTERRA is 100 points a month, okay? To earn faster, you are going to be at 100 LRP. So you have to be in loyalty reward to get your fast start. If you have 125 points before the 15th of the month, you are going to earn the free product of the month every single month. And it is awesome. And then this is where I also play this up, because I think it is amazing that doTERRA does this. I was in network marketing before this, and I think that this is a huge benefit to our customers and to us for keeping retention rate up. So one, the products are awesome. So they're going to be using the products because they love them. But so basically, if you're at 125 points right before the 15th of the month, doTERRA will send customers or advocates the free product every month. So we don't know what it is. They tell us the first of the month. That keeps people on LRP, minus also the discounts. I'm like making sure my internet's not going out. I'm like, where is you? Where are you? Okay. So they're going to free product. One, people love free. They love free. doTERRA spent over $1 million in free product last year. It gives them trying new product, or an advocate. It gives them getting a free product they can use their sampling or whatever they want to do. Giveaway, something. It's just free is awesome, right? And it keeps them at 125 points. And the genius part of this too is the first 2 weeks of the month, right? That means by halfway through the month, you know where your business is. You're not like scrambling at the end of the month, figuring out where you need to be. That will happen sometimes because you're always trying to move up in rank or help your team move up in rank. But by the mid-month, you know where your business is, right? So most of the time I hit my diamond on LRP alone, which is awesome. So I know, okay, for the rest of the month, I'm going to plan the next month. I'm going to help my team hit their ranks. I'm going to build for the next rank. There's all these cool things that you can do. And I tell them that, I'm like, that's really great for your business, right? So as advocates, I tell my advocates to order the 5th of the month. So all of our advocates are ordering the 5th. So we have a good amount of points coming the first month or the first week, right? Not the first 2 days because specials are coming out. We need to adjust for specials, but then the 5th, and then the customers anywhere between the 1st and the 15th, right? And then again, then you know what you need to do for the rest of the month, which makes sense. And when you're seeing all that PB come out in the first 2 weeks, it definitely puts you in a better mood and a better mindset, and you're positive because you're not worrying about the points. You're worrying, you have the points. Now you can go out and lead with love and just share the products and from the heart, and you're not under all that pressure, because it's really hard to build when you're under pressure. Okay. So I tell them that. And then also the loyalty reward program, you are going to be getting extra free products every single month that you're on the loyalty reward, up to 30%. So about 13 months into the business, you're getting like 30 plus 55% back or off from the product, which is amazing. Okay. So that is what I start with. Okay. Then I say, draw three lines off of your circle. Okay. This is a bad permanent marker. I'll say draw 3 circles off of that. Okay. And let me know if you guys are following along. Okay. Now you write 150 in each one of these, because ideally everybody on your team is on 150. That just is going to help get your power of 3, even when you're not like trying, because you already put that in their head. Everyone's at 150. Because if you told them this and everyone did this, it's automatically going to work itself out. Okay. But these people are what we call builders. Okay. So they are people, it's your first level. They're builders. They're people who say, yes, I want to do this business. Okay. So, you could just write, I don't know, a builder or something in there. So, you know, it's builder. Someone's they're going to do more than just sharing of the business. Right. So what I want you to do when you're talking to people, because some people are going to just be product users, sharers, or builders, especially when you're first getting started in the business. And again, I'm showing you the perfect structure, and it's not always going to be perfect. Okay. But, there are 7 things that we look for in a good builder, right? Because if you're wondering who is a builder, how do I know if they're a builder or not? Write this down. First, before they even write the 7 characteristics, we have these things called CCs. They're capable and committed. Okay. So capable means they're obviously capable of doing the business. They can do an oil class. They can get on the phone with someone. You know, they can do those kind of things, the things that they need to do to build a business, right? Committed, excuse me. This is peppermint water, by the way. I put a couple of drops in there. Committed means they are going to do what they say they're going to do, right? Because we all know those people that they say they're going to do all these things and they don't do them. These are people that you know they will do it and they're capable of doing it, right? So they are your CCs. CC, capable and committed. They want the business. Now, somewhere on your notes, I tell them anywhere, write this down. doTERRA did a study of all the top people in the company who are making $20,000 a month or more, and they all have these 7 characteristics in common. 1, they were women. Again, it's not always the case, right? But 80 to 88% of the industry are women. On average, number 2, their ages 35 to 45. Okay. If they are married, so this is 3, if they are married, they have a supportive spouse. Okay. Because it's going to be really hard for them to be successful if their spouse is not on board. right? That's important. I've seen a lot of women that have come in and they're like really committed, really capable, but if their spouse is like not on board, it's going to be really hard for them to go out and do oil class or to do anything. So we want a supportive spouse, right? It's not always the case. Some women will work hard and their spouse will turn around. So if you could have 5 out of these 7 characteristics, they are most likely a good candidate, right, for being a builder, right? They are natural minded. Okay, so they like natural things. They like the oils. They are constantly trying to work on themselves to be better. They are, again, excuse the craziness. I can't wait to get in a regular routine without having all this work being done in our house. They are entrepreneurial minded, right? So they are, they want to be their own boss, because we know that employees and bosses have totally different mindsets, right? So they want to take ownership of their life and be their own boss. They have a financial need or want. So they need more money for something or they want more money for something. And they have a network. So they are influential. Again, you don't have to have all of these characteristics. I'm not even all of them. But if you're looking at who's going to be one of the top people to work with, you're, like I always say, if you go to a fundraiser and you're looking to partner with someone, would you partner with just the person sitting next to you or the person who put on the entire fundraiser? Probably the person who put the whole fundraiser on, because they know everybody in the room and they're the most influential. Then that other person you can place on their team, right? So it's a win-win. So anyway, those are the 7 characteristics of the things you're looking for. Obviously, there's passion. You have to like the person. There's a lot of other things, but this is just a study that they did, okay? Your intuition and your gut are always going to mean more than what a bunch of things say on paper, just so you know that. I'm just going over the things that I learned when I got started in business from my awesome upline and team. And my upline hit a diamond in 30 days. And their upline, Lisa and Patrick Sedevy, hit diamond in 62 days. And now they're triple diamond. So they hit presidential, and then back to diamond again. So I really, like, whatever they said to me, I took it to heart. So I didn't make any of this stuff up. I just took it from the best, and I took it and ran with it. So that's what I'm hoping that you will do with this information. That you will take it and visualize what you want and go and do it. Okay, so back to, so comment. Women, ages 35 to 45, supportive spouse, entrepreneurial mindset, influential, natural-minded, and financial need or want. Okay, great. Now, does this make sense before I move on? Now I want you to draw 3 lines off of each circle, okay? And then a circle at the bottom of each one of these. Again, this is not always, this is ideal situation. Every business and every team is going to look different, right? But I want you to have the basics down. So this is your second level. So you'll hear us say first level, second level. This is the second level, and this is what I call shares. Okay, shares. You can't even read that, but shares. And again, everyone is at 150 LRP. Okay, because if you can imagine, if everyone hits 150 LRP, you're hitting your power of 3, and all of this volume is going up. Okay, so these are shares. So these are the people who, everyone has a different opinion on what a sharer and a builder would be, but these are the people that maybe are only 1C. Maybe they're very, very, very capable of doing the business, but they are like, maybe they just opened up another business and they just can't put full commitment in. Or maybe they're really committed and they go to every class and they watch every video, but they just don't know how to open their mouth and talk to someone. Or there's different things that it could be. They are shares. In my when I was growing my business, I said for my frontline, I said to be a frontline, they have to want to at least be a diamond, because I didn't want anyone less than a diamond there, which we'll talk about later as we move up in rank, because my end goal is presidential, which means they have to at least be platinum. And then if they fall back, I still want to be able to keep my rank, right? So diamonds, right? And then the higher your frontline leaders are, they will take care of their business. You don't have to worry as much, right? There's a lot of reasons, but anyway, second level to me is maybe $1,000 a month or less, or maybe $2,000 a month or less, or maybe a couple oil classes a month, but they're not going to do like 4 classes a month or something. It's always different. Again, ideally, if you could fill your first and second and maybe even third level with CCs who are all builders, that's going to be the best, right? So the more qualified CCs that you have all the way down, the better. Okay, so again, your business can look totally different. If this person is best friends with this person, like I'm not going to put them side by side. I'm going to put them in a line. So maybe they're both qualified, they're both CCs, but I want them working together because they're friends, right? Or they both are moms at the school. I will put them together versus side by side. Maybe they're both awesome frontline people. So it doesn't mean that these people are good enough or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. Or maybe you already have these people filled, then you have to start filling these spots, right? Every situation is different. Or maybe you're having one local leg, one family leg, and one out-of-state leg or international leg. So it doesn't always mean everything that then your other CCs that are all local have to go under this person, you know? Every business is different. I want this just to be a guide, and then you will know what to do, right? Are you tracking? Does this make sense? So now what I want you to do is draw 3 lines off of each one of your shares or your second level. Again, if you had your whole business with all awesome CCs, everyone who's going to like build a diamond or higher, you are in a good spot, right? But I wouldn't put any more than 3. And I'll tell you exactly what I would recommend. Pretend that these are all circles all the way. This is not art class. These people, okay, they are members, customers, not advocates, wholesale customers right here. Wholesale customers at the bottom there. Of course, this can go lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, right? Infinity. And if you had more and more builders and your customers were at 5th, 6th, and 7th, that's more ideal, which I don't know if I'm going to go into all that during this video. This is an introduction video, not like super detailed video, but the lower your customers, the better. Oh my gosh, all this talking. And I did another video before this too. I'm like so dry and with that dust coming in my house. Excuse me. Okay. So what I want to talk about this before we move on. Let's say, because before we even go into the ranks and income and all that, I need you to know the structure, the basic structure of the business. My goodness. I think that dust is getting through the vents. Okay, so when you and all of your people order, all of these points go up to you, right? Okay, that's how it works. When, you can write this on the side, when you and all these people get to 3,000 points PV, doesn't have to be little to reward, just better if it is, then you are at the rank of an elite. Okay. Elite. Okay. For an elite, I'll give you the averages, then I'll give you my opinion. The average income for an elite is about $300 to $500 a month. Okay. On average, it takes 3 to 4 months to build to an elite on average. Okay. Our team usually does things faster. We've had people get to an elite in a day or a couple weeks or a week or a month or whatever, or you could never get to an elite. So I just want to be real with you and totally realistic, but it's 3,000 points. So as soon as you hit 3,000 points, you're an elite. If you bought 3,000 points yourself, which I don't recommend and no one does, you're an elite. But basically, it doesn't matter where the points are in your team, as long as you have 3,000 points, you're an elite. But I always say build for 1 or 2 or 3 ranks ahead of where you want to be. Okay, so in this structure for an elite, when you're first getting started, since you don't need 2 other builders, I would put an advocate, and then, I would focus on 1 leg at a time. If you had 2 rock stars that came in, sure, you can put 2 in, but most likely you're going to be putting in 1 and helping them also get to an elite, right? You're building them strong as you're looking for your next top person. I wouldn't recommend putting all 3 unless you know you're going to run with it, right? You're going to go insane. Otherwise, you're spreading yourself thin. And as we move up in the ranks, this will make sense. But I would never put I'm not going to say never, but you don't need to put 2 or 3. Just 1 is fine, right? Because if they were at 3,000 points, you're at 3,000 points, you're both an elite. Okay? To earn this average, the averages are usually within, sometimes it takes 6 months to a year to even equal out the averages. Okay, with all the ranks, not just an elite, all of them. I want everyone to be super clear with all of the information that I'm going to be sharing. Also, this means the income is if you're enrolling people. If people are placing people on your team, so let's say you're right here, but I placed all these people here, now you're an elite, you're not earning that because I am. I'm earning that because I just have the fast start and I place them on your team. You will get the unilevel after their 60 days, and then you will earn unilevel, which I'm not going to all of that right now. Just know to be earning the averages, you need to be enrolling people. Always enroll. Okay, elite, and this structure, I just want to make sure you guys understand this. This is the building block of your business. This is the structure. If you don't know this, you need to know it to grow in all the ranks, right? So doTERRA is simple. It is about building a whole bunch of elites. That is it. If you can understand the elite, you can get to the highest ranks in doTERRA. It's about building a whole bunch of elites. Okay, and it starts with you getting to an elite, right? Questions. Does this make sense? And this is where when I'm on the call with someone, I will say all of this and I'll stop and ask them if they have any questions. Usually they say, no, I got it. That's easy. 3,000 points, $300 to $500 a month, 3 to 4 months. On average, it takes about 15 to 20 hours a week to get this. Depends on who you bring in though. Right? So if you bring in a rock star that is no problem, they're going to sell a few diamond kits, or they are really influential, you can hit this in a day or a couple of days, right? Or if you literally are not even opening your mouth and you're selling retail or by the bottle and not the kit, it's going to take you a really long time, right? So everyone's different. That's where it's really hard to say this is exactly what you're going to do at this time. All I can give you is the averages, and just for you to know that and for you to work harder to get better than the average, right? Okay, also, one thing I will say, when you're at this rank, I always say it's about finding the right people, right? Also, this is on our cover photo for our group right now, I have the ranks and the belief system as the cover photo. So at Elite, your belief is in the product. You're learning the product. You're believing in the product. That's where your mindset is at, most likely. Okay, moving on. Let's see if you guys can see. I'll just get a new page so you don't have to see the back of it. Now, the next ranks are not going to be as long. We're only going to draw the top 3 people and just pretend that it keeps going down. You guys get the gist of it, right? So the next thing, always start with you. Okay, and you have 150 LRP. Okay, always you're gonna have that. Okay, now you and your top 3 people. Okay, so this next rank is the next rank, and I actually, before elite, I missed, there's executive, that's 2,000 points. You're an executive. I just start with an elite, that's like the real top, that's the real leadership starting point, basically. But executive has 2,000, and there's a few other ones too, like manager, consultant, but we're not talking about those today. So in this, the next rank is premier. Okay, seriously, this marker is not the best. Okay, so premier, you do need 2 advocates working. Okay, so one of them, you write 2,000, and the other one, you're gonna write 2,000. So they each have 2,000 points. This one you don't need yet. Okay, so again, you've worked on one, you were working on that leg, maybe you got to 2,000, and then you started your next leg and it's a 2,000, but you at the top, you have a cumulative points of 5,000. Okay, so that means 2,000 from one leg, 2,000 from the other, accumulating 5,000 points. So obviously that's 4,000. So that extra 1,000 points would come from, I mean, if you had a third leg, it can come from there. Most likely one's at 25, the other one's at 2,500, or one's at 3,000, one's at 2,000, something like that. I always suggest working getting 2 legs up, and getting yourself to premier. If you had that third leg and working yourself with 3, it not always, but it could take you longer to hit the next rank because you were spreading yourself a little bit thin. If you know you're going to go fast, and you know they're awesome people and they're going to work even without you, which is ideal, that's the best kind of people that they're going to work with or without you, you can put the third person there. Okay. Keep the comments coming. I know you guys are probably taking notes. I just want to see if this is making sense to you guys or not. The average income for premier is $600 to $800 a month. Okay, the average time it takes somebody to get there is about 6 months. Okay, if you went to an elite fast, you're probably on the fast track, you're high momentum, high enrolling, you're going to get to premier fast. We do have a program called 6 Weeks to an Elite that you can get to elite in 6 weeks, and then you'll be on your way to premier faster. Okay, at this rank, you're building a belief in the company and the opportunity. So you're starting to get a big picture for doTERRA. You're starting to like get some paychecks. You're like, okay, this is a real opportunity. You've met other people. You've been maybe watching the videos. You're like, this is legit. Now you're raising your belief level. Okay. This is premier. Again, pretend that these are just going down. We don't need to go down for everyone. Does this make sense? I can't wait to show you guys my new kitchen. They're working on that right now. I'm going to do a lot of videos from there. It's going to have a lot of good lighting too. Now, the next rank. Try you and your top 3 people. Okay, again, you're all at 150 LRP. I don't need to say that every time. And you know, if you're not at 150 LRP, it's going to be hard for you to duplicate that down because people do what you do. So if you want to get your power of 3, it starts with you at being 150 LRP and sharing this with them and say, hey, if you do the same thing, then this would be an extra $50 for you. And then when that's duplicated, it's extra $50 for them, an extra $250 for you. Third level down, it's $1,500, okay? Total disclaimer though, I have never earned my power of 3 levels down. And I know that it sounds really bad, but I always want to be open and honest with you guys. We've had people fall out. We've had people that get pregnant or divorced or whatever, and their spots are messing everything up. But I always built for rank. So I know other people, they build for power of 3, and then someone falls out. They're constantly filling holes. Where for me, I'm like, it's just easier to just keep building down and down and down. And moving everyone up in rank. You're going to learn these things as you go, what works best for you. Talk to your upline, talk to me. You can watch this video. There's other videos on YouTube that you can watch. I always believe in doing what feels good to you also, okay? Okay, so now, this is you at the top, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go over silver. So this is silver. So now you had, you know, and I was going to say one thing too. Oops. Those 2,000 points, those people at 2,000, these are called executives. So I know I just quickly touched on that, but 2,000 is executive. So now you had 2 executives, your premier, okay? So just put that in your notes somewhere, 2,000 equals executive. To be a silver, you help those 2 executives become elite. And now you need that 3rd level or that 3rd leg, and they're an elite. Okay, so now to be silver, all you did is help 3 people get to an elite. Because remember what I said, the business is all about getting a whole bunch of people to an elite. Okay, so I hit silver my first month. So like I said, I always don't recommend getting 3 people right away unless you know you're going to do it, right? So I knew I was going to do that. That's how my diamond upline, the Oats, got to diamond in their first month because they found 4 people who became silver, who found 3 people who became an elite. I'll talk about that in a minute, but really it's not that hard to do that, right? So you get 3 people to an elite, so they're at 3,000 points. Okay, so the average income for silver, they do include power 3 in averages, but I know silvers who make a lot more than this or a lot less than this, a lot less if they're not enrolling. So if you are not enrolling, you are missing out on a bunch of income, just so you guys know. You need to be enrolling, and you need to be your top enroller every month of your own team. $2,100 to $2,500 a month for silver. Okay, you're still working that same 15 hours a week. Because why? You have team members that are doing the same thing. So you're enrolling and they're enrolling. So you don't have to like work harder. You're just keep doing the same thing of keep enrolling new people, and now you're just putting them in spots that helps everybody move up. Okay, the average time it takes somebody to get there is about 9 months. Okay, again, but we've had people do it in our team faster. So I did it in 30 days. We have Becky in our team who did it in 2 weeks. With other people that have done it in a month or 2 months or whatever. It doesn't have to take 9 months. Or again, if you don't have the right people, it might take you forever. Okay. Your belief here is you are really at the silver rank. You're believing in yourself. Okay. So if you do not believe in yourself as an advocate, as a leader, it's going to be really hard for you to get there. You have to get there in the mindset first. You have to have that belief first before you hit the rank. So for an elite, it's going to be hard for you to hit an elite if you don't believe in the product. It's going to be hard for you to even hit premier if you don't believe in the company, right? Or the opportunity, you know, it means you don't believe it. And that's the same thing with yourself. So like one reason I was able to hit silver in my first month was my belief was already there. I'm like, done, I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? So your mindset and your beliefs are going to come before you are at this rank. So if you're stuck and you're not hitting silver, do you believe you can do it? You got to ask yourself that, right? Do you believe in the product? Do you believe in the opportunity, the company? And then do you believe in yourself? Okay. And if you don't, that is where you need to spend your time. It's not all your oil classes. It's not all that. It's your personal growth and development, which we could talk a lot about that another day. Any questions on silver? Yep, comment said that's me. And I don't know who said that because I can't see, but yes, so you got to plug into personal development, probably more than anything else. Like Danny Johnson, who I learned a lot from in my beginning days of network marketing, she says 1 to 4 hours a day of personal development. I stuck to about 1 to 2. Sometimes I am at 3 or 4 hours a day. If I'm feeling bad or down, I will up it because that means I need more of it. Like this morning, I've already listened to like 2 hours while I was cleaning my house and doing my stuff, and then got to work and I was all pumped up because I fired myself. It starts with me. Okay. Normally, when I'm on the phone with somebody, I don't go over the next 2 ranks because of time, right? Because you can see this takes time to do this. I will quickly tell you guys, but I always tell them, because of time, we're going to skip the next couple of ranks and we're going to go right to diamond, right? Because everybody wants to know diamond, and I want to tell everyone about diamond. But for you guys, I will let you know because I want you to know the next 2 ranks, okay? And then I'll do them both on the same page. So this rank after silver is gold, okay? And gold is made up. It's all about finding those leaders and helping them move up, right? So this is why you would never, ever, ever put customers on your front line, because you could have 100 customers on your front line, but you will not move up in rank. You will get to an elite and that is it and stay there forever. You need to structure this the right way so you move up. And ideally, it's helping everybody move up. You cannot do this business by yourself, okay? Technically, I guess you could, but you're going to be like doing all the work and burning out. So you need people that are going to be working with you, and then you help build them. This business is made up of helping other people succeed, then you succeed, which is awesome. That's why I love it. Okay, these are premieres. So a gold is made up of 3 premieres. And what are premieres? 5,000 points with, they have 2 executives. So you just wrote premiere on the other page. So gold is 3 premiere. Basically, you're helping those elites get to premiere. So now you've done your journey, they're on their journey, doing the same thing, moving up rank and rank and rank. Okay, and if everyone's moving up together, you're moving up. Right? It's awesome. It's a beautiful thing. So on average, the average gold earns about $4,800 a month. That's enough to be a full-time income, right? A lot of people can leave their jobs at this point. I will never tell anyone to leave their job at any point. That's your own decision. But what I've seen is at this rank, that is a rank where they're questioning what to do, right? Because a lot of the women I talk to, they need $1,000 a month because that's how much they're like making after childcare and all these things. And so for $4,800 a month, that's life-changing, right? Again, it takes 6 months to a year to average out. This includes power of 3 in the averages, but in the beginning, think half of what it is. But so 2,500, in the beginning. But you're helping these people who are helping these people. You're helping everybody move up. Then after gold is platinum. Okay, platinum. And now these premieres all moved up to silver. So everybody is moving up. Is this making sense? I just want to make sure I'm making sense. So platinum is silver. Okay. The average income for platinum, $8,800 a month. You guys can see that. $8,800 a month. You're at 6 figures at this point. So raise your hand if 6 figures a year could change your life. Okay. This is still working all the 15 hours a week. Now, if you hit it faster, you're probably working harder. So I worked a lot more than 15 hours a week when I was growing my business, right? So if you did the averages, or you could do above averages, that means you're going to be working above the average person, more than the average person. The mindset at gold. Yes, I'm seeing people that want that. Yes. And you could totally do that. The gold mindset is now you are building, you have belief in your builders. You know they can do it. You're building your belief in your builders, in your team, right? Or your builders, right? Platinum, you have belief in your whole team. Because now at platinum, you have builders of builders of builders. You have a whole team. So you have a belief in your team here. Here, building in your builders. Here, building in your team. Okay. Any questions about this? Just so you guys can see my timeline, what I did is I went silver my first month, was just short of gold my second month. So I hit silver, gold, and then I hit platinum my fourth month in the business because I helped all my team move up at the same time, right? So they were all moving up. They were awesome, rock stars, and they were working just as hard as I was. So they were all working, and that's how we moved up so quickly because we all came in together and we all worked our butts off. It's not always the case, but I do want to be open and transparent and let you guys all know what I did. I love learning that about other people too. And every story is going to be different. So just be proud of your own story and own it. Okay, so let me know who said that. They will be gold by the end of the year. I want to see your name so I can see who that was. And very good. So now diamond. This is the huge one, right? I'll put it this way. Okay. Write your name. I think it's powerful writing your own name, right? Once you're done writing this, you can put this in your dream board, right? And I had a dream board. I still do. I had it on my phone, my screensaver, my back screen, or whatever on my computer, the desk, the wallpaper, whatever. Oh, Stephanie, awesome. Great. I know you will be. You're on your way. She's doing awesome. You can put things on your walls. You can tell your kids. I mean, I told my whole family, and I actually told all Facebook land, I will hit diamond in 5 months. I will hit diamond by January. Like I had no idea how the heck I was going to hit diamond. But I'm like, I'm doing it. And then I did it. So you have to believe in yourself, right? Now, diamond. So this is the diamond. Now, how many people are going to hit diamond? I want to hear that. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so diamond. So platinum. Man, this marker. My house is so unorganized right now. I'm like, I couldn't even barely find a permanent marker. Okay, so platinum was 3 silvers, right? Diamond, all you're doing is you're adding in 1 more silver. That is it. That's it. Okay? If you're going to build to platinum, you might as well build to diamond. Okay? The average income for diamond is $16,000 to $18,000 a month. Okay? Yes, I'm in the comments. Diamond. Yes. It's legit. It's like real. People don't talk about the business side enough in doTERRA, I don't think. They have amazing products. Amazing, like the best, obviously. That's why I joined them. And I've looked at a lot of network marketing companies. I was in one. I've looked at a ton. I've researched. doTERRA probably talks the least about the business of any of the ones that I've seen. Even at the conventions, they like do not talk about it. And there's pros and cons. So one, they're really awesome oil company and supplement company, and they have amazing, hands down, the best products like ever. And they just have this love for the product. It's all about product education, which is awesome. But I would love to see people talking a little bit more about the business, only because this can change lives. It's not only about the money. We have amazing products, right? But this is life-changing to people. It's about $200,000 a year, still working that part-time hours. You could do it from your home. You can change it up with the seasons of your lives. You are building this legacy for your family and for your kids and future generations and all that. I'm like, if you're not talking about it, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting your friends or family or potential people that you could be changing their lives, because there's people out there I know they're looking for this. Okay. So this is diamond. Okay. The average time it takes somebody to get there is 24 to 36 months. So on average, all of doTERRA, about 2 to 3 years. Okay. Even if it took 2 to 3 years, that's a huge passive residual income that's coming in every single month. Okay. Especially if you do it right, which is getting people on LRP, doing it right. I love LRP. That is like that is it for your business. Getting people on LRP and having them order every month, you are going to be solid, 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 solid. I've never bought in. You could buy into some of your ranks. I've never bought into a diamond rank. I've earned it and kept it. Okay. I'm not going to talk about ghost legs or buying in or swapping people out or any of that stuff in this video because this is like a beginner video. I will say your why is your belief at diamond level. So why are you doing this? And knowing your why and keeping it close to your heart, that's what's going to get you to diamond. It's never easy. Like, I hope you don't think this is easy. I think I've said it's easy a few times. What I meant is it's simple. It's simple to understand. You work your butt off for this, right? It is not easy. It is simple. Anyone can do it. Any personality, any strengths that you have, anywhere you are in your life, all you have to do is you have to work hard and you have to want it because passion will beat skill any day. Okay? So you have to want it and you have to work. Two more, and I usually don't talk about this on the calls, again, because overload. Hello, I don't want to overload people, but I will for you guys. Yeah, I'll do it here. So above, oh my gosh, this marker. I have this one, but it's like super, one of those really fat markers, but, oh, there we go. So blue diamond. And let me know what questions you guys have, and so I'll come to them. Blue diamond is, so diamond, you get those 4 people, right? Those 4 builders. You've helped them get to gold. And you've added one more leg. So you have 5 golds, okay? That is blue diamond. Okay, that's it. Okay, I say that's it. Like it's easy, it's not, but that is it. The kicker, $40,000 a month on average, right? So in the beginning, it might be $20,000, which we'll take, right? But it could be way more than that. Okay, so $40,000 a month, blue diamond, 5 golds. Okay, if you guys want to know where I'm at right now, I have a blue diamond on my team, a diamond, a gold, a silver gold goes back and forth, and I'm working on my 5th gold. Okay, just so you guys have a timeline of that. Okay, now, oh, and your why in here, so your why when you're blue, your belief is your influence. So here you're believing in your influence and the impact you're going to make in this world. Okay? Now, the highest rank, although you can, once you hit this rank, start over under yourself and continue on, presidential diamond. Okay? And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platinum. Remember what we talked about platinum? They have 3 silvers. I know this is a long video, so hang in there. We're almost done. But this is good stuff, right? Okay, so presidential diamond is 6 platinum. So all those 5 golds that you had moved up to platinum, and you've developed 1 more. Okay. The average income, $100,000 a month for a presidential. Okay. This is obviously my goal. I'm working on it. Several girls that are past this, another girl almost there, working on a few more, and then I will open up another leg and start that. So this is, anyone can hit this, you guys, anyone. Every single person that is watching this video right now, especially if you made it this far and you're committed into your business and for your future, right? Your belief at this rank is legacy. It's what are we going to leave behind, right? We have families. We have, we've changed lives at this point. It's not even just about ourselves or about our own family or financial, resources and everything. It's like we are literally helping other people to do this and for them to change their lives and for them to go and change somebody else's lives, because you cannot get this rank if you've not changed lives, right? So again, the platinum, just to draw it out, barely, because this is the worst drawing on the planet. Platinum, they have the silvers. I'm just going to write silver so you guys can see that, who are made up of elites, right? So again, the business is about building a whole bunch of elites. I think this is what, if I counted, I think it's 52 elites. So 52 elites. So if your goal is presidential, back to my comment in the beginning, I said, I want my front line at least diamonds, right? Because then if they're all at least diamonds, they're going to be at least, they'll be higher than platinum. So let's say even if they fell off a month, I'll still be at my presidential, right? Idea is eventually you could have double qualifiers and all that, which I'm not going to talk about all that right now. But if, let's say you want to get to gold, your front line should at least be committed to silver, because you need a minimum of premier. So go one rank higher. If you know what I mean, like you guys are in charge of your business. So like when you're talking to somebody and you want to be presidential and someone's like, I want to make $2,000 a month, that's great. They belong on your like 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th level, not your 1st level, because they are not going to help you get to your goal. Like you will support them. They have a great goal. There's a spot for everybody, but just not your top spot. Right? Does that make sense? So kind of take this compensation plan, take your goals and work it backwards. Then you'll be able to tell where they go on your team. So that was a long video, and I actually have to go pick up my kids from school now. Did this make sense? Now that you wrote all that out, I want to tell you, always write it out yourself, but I have all of my notes in the files in our page, in the oil leadership team page. It's under 10 tips for an effective business plan or strategy call. Okay, it's all written out for you. I have my own notes that I've taken and put them on there, plus some kids' drawings before I laminated it. This is one of those things that I keep with me in my binder. So you guys have seen my binder before. This is one of the things that I have in there. Got a lot of things in here. And I will look at this every time I talk to somebody. Even though I already know the information, I already know all the stuff by heart, I've said it so many times, I tell them, I'm looking at something right now, and I'm just reading the information to you because I want to be duplicatable, and I want them to see that I'm just looking at something and that they can do it too. So you can print this out, look at it. It's not in drawings, but I'm a visual person, so I like to look at it in the drawings, and I have them draw it out, but I'm looking at it from reading. Tell them average income of elite, $300 to $500 a month, right? It's all there for you. So I want you to take your own notes so you learn, but I also, you can print this out, keep this with you at all times. Okay, and if you're going to somebody one-on-one, if you have somebody one-on-one, you have your paper out, but you still make them draw it. And I want them to see how simple this is, because that's the beauty of this business. It's simple. Okay, again, it's not easy, but it's simple. Anyone can do this. I hope this helps. I don't see any questions. I see a lot of thank yous. You're welcome. You're welcome. I will come back and check the comments later because, like I said, I have to go pick up my kids from school. You guys, this is awesome. Like, we can all do this. We can all get to whatever rank we want. It's a beautiful business. It's a business that's helping others, educating, sharing from the heart. You don't have to be embarrassed of your story or afraid about talking about the business or the oil or the business opportunity or side of it, because it can change lives, right? literally, there's so many people I talk to, they're trying to get out of debt, or they want to put their kids in a private education, or travel, or pay for their own product, or create like a college account, you know, for their family. There's just so many things that this opportunity will provide. But we have to open our mouths and share it with, you know, confidence. And it doesn't have to be gross or icky. It's just, this is it. This is amazing business. And I'm like so grateful to be in it. I'm grateful that we're in it together, and that this can help you. So I will talk to you guys later. Yes, I'm glad you guys are liking this. Yes, awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.